14 players in 12 years. F me, but still no middle linebackers. So we have no past success to give you here. The Felger Mazz Big Board is presented by the Peterson School. The Peterson School is drafting, get it, instructors for all locations. If you're an expert in your trade and want to share your knowledge, please visit petersonschool.com. We have the Lindy Sports Annual open on the Felger Mazz Big Board. Do we have the right page here? All set. Wait a minute.
Why are we going back to the sucky old way?
Oh, my God. Oh, how about that? I didn't set it up. I didn't even look at this thing yet.
You got to center it.
Well, it's too late.
Too late now.
Too late now, buddy boy.
Fine.
Too late
Clip
now.
it up. If I hit the window, it's the board.
Don't hit the window. Wait
till next week when we're on the road.
This is, boy, we were not prepared. I am sorry about this. Jeez.
It sneaked up on us.
It did. So we were too busy talking crap about everything else.
The magazine and the board does not want us to get this position.
Where the hell are the... I can't even find the linebackers. Wait a minute. Yeah, inside linebackers. All right.
Inside linebacker.
Sorry. What the hell?
Can't even use the clip.
I know. Okay. Come on, Murray.
All right, Murray, go. Oh, my God, that was horrible. Under the board, bottom left.
I see it. Peyton Wilson, NC State.
Peyton Wilson.
It would have been dead center if it was centered.
He's our own Peyton that we're going to get.
Are we only throwing 2 here or 3?
Throw 3.
Okay.
Go ahead, second page.
Here we go. Color of money.
Great, good throw.
I eased up on the delivery.
Oh, my God.
It was a sweeper.
Hey, we hit. Can you just not read the
Can't
name?
pronounce the name.
What'd you do?
Edifon Olofashao.
And you ruined the board. What's all the stuff that fell?
Edefun. How would you spell that? How would you pronounce that?
EDUFAN?
UlofosHio. How do you only hit guys that are like, from a different planet, it sounds like?
That was a very controlled delivery.
Edifon Ulofashoyo. I don't know. Oh, God.
He broke the board.
I did break the board. Go ahead. One more.
That was a good throw.
Go ahead, Murray.
How'd you do?
Good throw.
Good throw, Murray.
Good throw.
That was a good one.
Okay.
Red. Should have been red.
Yep.
Dead red.
Jalen Ford, Texas. Stand by.
See, I hit the easy names.
Jalen Ford.
That's a good group.
Tough.
Is that a good group?
That's what Barthy says in the back here. He says it's a good group.
Good group?
Barthy back there?
So did I say, was it Peyton Wilson? Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Peyton Wilson is projected in the second round, 6'4", 238. So this is going to be really, this will be something I'm interested in seeing. This is one of the things I'm curious to see going forward, Mazz. Now that Bill's gone, what are they? What do they look for?
Mm-hmm.
In the past, Bill wasn't drafting small middle linebackers.
Correct.
Small linebackers, period. He didn't like small players in his front seven at all. Like, he wanted his defensive ends to be big and to be able to set the edge and defend the run and not just rush the passer. And he wants his linebackers to do the same. He wanted big guys. And he's kind of deferred to size over speed. You think it's still going to be like that, or is it going to evolve?
I think it's going to evolve.
Yeah,
I do. I think Mayo wants to play a faster, more aggressive kind of defense. So we'll see how that translates, whether they give up big plays, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that there's going to be some sort of shift there.
So Peyton Wilson, that was my first one, right?
Yep.
That I hit?
Yeah.
6'4", 238, decent size. But his strengths, freak show athlete, incredible movement skills, and better range than any other linebacker in the class. Explosive in close quarters and over long distances. Skates laterally with no awkwardness.
Yeah.
Skates awkwardly with no...
Looks like a speed skater.
But, he's...
Sideline to sideline guy.
Rangy, freak show athlete,
Yeah, Fred Warner, who's the other guy that the Niners have. Those two guys can both run. Greenlaw.
Flexibility and lateral quickness to create for himself as a blitzer, and the fight to get home with second. I don't think Bill would draft this guy.
No, he wouldn't. Again, he's
too small and rangy.
Right. I don't want to say small, 6'4", but he's fast.
238
right.
is undersized for Bill at that position. He wanted guys to take on guards and two gap and defend the run. And I know that evolved a little bit over the years, but in his heart of heart, his DNA, he does not want 238-pound middle linebackers.
Right, and I think Mayo wants something different. I think Mayo wants a faster, more aggressive defense. I'm just guessing, but to me that feels like what Mayo wants to do.
I mean, this guy sounds great. I'd take him. I don't think Bill would. And I wonder, is this going to be the new? I don't know. Will we see an evolution there? Weaknesses: plagued by medical issues throughout his career and could drop into the later rounds based on combine medicals. He's late to get his head around and identify his surroundings in coverage. Will need to improve strength, taking on blocks, and survives primarily using quickness and flexibility to always slide and avoid. Bill wouldn't draft this guy.
Yeah, no shot.
He wants his front seven guys taking on blockers, not sliding around them. Mm-hmm. So put him on the board. Could he now be a Patriots type of player? Then we have Edifwan Olufashawio. You got it, Barthy? Here, speaking to Jimmy's mic, give it to me so I don't fumble around here.
You had the first name right. It's Ulufosio, the last name.
Ulufosio. Washington kid. Instinctive run defender. Oh, he's 6'1", 236. No
Too
chance.
small.
Right.
Yeah, too small
No
for
chance for Belichick. Maybe the new defense? Yes. Belichick? No. Instinctive run defender, but does it with not good size.
I just looked up those two San Francisco running backs, Greenlaw and Fred Warner.
I mean linebackers, yeah?
Yeah, what did I say, running backs? Linebacker, and there's 230, 235. I mean, to me, this is what the league wants now or needs.
What's Bentley?
Oh, he's got to be 250, doesn't he? He's bigger.
I mean, he feels bigger.
I think he's bigger. I'll look it up.
You know, and so what would happen with Belichick is he wouldn't draft linebacker. I mean, the rarest of guys, Gerard Mayo, Dante Hightower, but you can count them on one hand.
Bentley's 6'2", 250.
Right, 250. So, like, that's kind of the magic number to me. You got to be 250. And if you're under that, he wants you to bulk. Like, Brewski got bigger. Okay, he had to. So, like, Bill wouldn't draft these guys unless they were ready-made, and so few are. There aren't 250-pound sideline to sideline guys in college, like they play on the defensive line. So what Bill would do is he'd sign them from other teams and spend a couple of years, and the next thing you know, you got like Kyle Van Noy or something like that. That's what he would do. He wouldn't draft him. But anyway, this kid from Washington, I'm not going to pronounce the name again. Instinctive run defender, takes good angles to the ball and rarely ends up outside the play. Calculated mover who won't waste steps. This is such a Fugazi, who can tell that? What scout is saying he's a calculated mover?
Well, he reads it well.
It's so dumb. You can
I think
tell
I remember
that.
this guy. I think I remember seeing this guy play.
Calculated mover. You ever look at a football and say he's moving in a calculated fashion? He's a calculated middle linebacker. That's a calculated path to
Definitely
the ball.
not.
He tracks the ball well through the muck and knows how to pick his way through it. Wrap-up tackler with good form and control on his entry. Sturdy take-on allows him to hold his ground and play through guards and centers. Okay. At 236 pounds, though, I don't know how many of those guys he's playing through. Weaknesses. Sluggish open field mover without ideal speed to run down plays outside.
Slow.
You never want your bio to include the word sluggish.
No, I don't want this guy.
Unless you're a snail. Or I don't. In what walk of life?
A koala bear.
I don't think sluggish works anywhere.
Sloth.
You don't want.
Nice. There you go.
It's like unless you're applying for lead sloth, you never want that word attached to you.
Nope.
You don't want to be sluggish. But this is a sluggish open field mover. He's a low ceiling player
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
who won't have much room to improve going forward. Limited recovery speed will doom him if he makes any mistakes. All right, so he's slow and small.
I don't want him.
Bill never would have drafted him, and maybe these guys won't either.
Mayo doesn't want him either.
Put him on the board.
Bill definitely would have taken a slow guy if he was a little bigger.
Jalen Ford, 6'2", 235, another guy. A two-time All-Big 12 selection and 2023 Butkus Award semifinalist. Quick and controlled hands when taking on blockers. Has plenty of power as a tackler when he can land cleanly. Urgent with his adjustments. That's another one. Urgent adjustments. He's urgent with his adjustments.
Oh, yeah, no, he's impatient.
So
He wants to get the guy on the ground.
Such bullcrap.
On the ground.
Urgent with his adjustments in coverage and won't fall asleep on his assignments. You're going to need to translate this one. Bend is shocking relative to the rest of his athletic profile.
Like surprising, or is he shock? It's
Yeah,
shocking,
right.
like
Shocking.
shock absorbers.
Shockingly good or shocking bad?
And it wasn't, maybe it was a typo, but bend is shocking. Bend is shocking relative to the rest of his athletic profile. Meaning he's not that athletic, but he's got great bend,
Or the other way around.
or the other way around.
What does it say about his athleticism?
But this is included in his strengths.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a good bend.
He's got good bumps.
Good bend. You wouldn't think so looking at him, but he's got shocking bend.
He must bend at the knees.
What does that mean?
He's a knee bender.
His bend is shocking?
Yeah, he's a knee bender. He doesn't bend at the waist.
He has the tools to develop into an impact blitzer. Okay?
Ooh, I like that.
Weaknesses. Range looked much more limited in his senior season, too easily evaded by athletic quarterbacks in pursuit.
Uh-oh.
Average coverage defender.
Slow.
Who will be ineffective outside of zone. May be relegated to a 2-down role as a pro. Takes imprecise angles and pulls himself out of the way as a run defender.
This guy's bad at geometry.
Gets tripped up constantly. Changes of direction are labored.
He's a klutz.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And
This is why he's on the inside, though. But go ahead.
And he's stiff in space.
Me too.
Yeah, NASA does it for me.
Pro comp, Kyle Van Noy, Baltimore Ravens. How's that?
No,
Interesting.
let's not do that again.
Van Noy, he turned
He's
into,
all right,
he turned into a
yeah.
nice player here. Better
Yeah,
than I thought.
I guess I'm just thinking of his
It was the mouth.
Oh, he was a complete, he was a house of pain to listen to.
Oh, God, was he ever.
Probably not a bad guy, but insufferable. One of those guys.
I mean, these inside guys generally aren't going to move as well as the guys on the outside. The first two guys, that's why they're up higher on the board.
What can I tell you? Put them on the board, for better or worse.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.